If you're a financial advisory firm running your business through LPL, chances are you're using OnceHub as your scheduling app. So today we're going to be showing you some OnceHub to Wealthbox automations that can happen that you should definitely have. And if you want to get automations like these, schedule an intro meeting with us in the description below. So as LPL advisors, we have to use OnceHub as our scheduling app. That is the only approved scheduling application currently. And with OnceHub, we can do a lot of automations in tandem with Wealthbox. So today's example, we're going to be scheduling an intro meeting, but I'm going to run through the Zapier automation and give you guys a little summary of what this does. So when the booking happens, Zapier understands that that is the trigger. Then we're making sure that the booking that happened is the intro meeting, because only for intro meetings do specific steps happen inside of Wealthbox, like creating contacts, creating households, and opportunities. So after it finds out that in fact it is an intro meeting, it goes to the create a prospect contact, it creates the household, and then we add the member to the household. And then we have a code step here. OnceHub does not provide us inside of the back end with an end time. So there is a custom code that we have that we use the start time that OnceHub gives us, and we create a start and end time to use for Wealthbox when creating the event. So that's what this custom code step is for. Then we create the event, we add it to Wealthbox, make it related to the household. We create the opportunity. We add them to Mailchimp, and then actually we use Google Drive. You might use a Microsoft product or Dropbox, whatever it may be, but we can automatically create a prospect folder for them. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to show you live when the automation goes through. Then on the booking form, let me just show you really quick. We have spouse first name, spouse last name if applicable. So if they fill that out, we have a filter to see if they filled it out, and what it will do, it will create the spouse inside of Wealthbox and add the member to the household, which is absolutely incredible. Saves so much time, reduces human error. That's what we're about at Advisor Tech Partners. If you're building in Zapier, you can copy this exact line of automations, and the subsequent actions are here. So if you want to take a second to get a screenshot or follow along, please feel free to do so. But we can build these for you, so if you're interested, like I said in the beginning, schedule an intro meeting with us. We'd love to meet you and get to know your firm. So here we go. Here's the showing of the automation. So let's think of something. We usually don't do really cool test names, so let's do Shohei Ohtani this time. Imagine having him as a client. Okay, I think Shohei Ohtani is married, so let me check. Okay, Mamiko Tanaka. So that is who Shohei is married to. So if Shohei were filling out this form, he would be putting his wife's name in because that is applicable. So let me just grab that. All right, so this is the intro meeting. It's a 30-minute intro meeting, and we are just going to click schedule and see what the automation does. We'll see if Shohei gets added as a contact, the household gets created, gets put into Mailchimp, the prospect folder gets created, right? See if his spouse gets added and linked to the household, etc. All right, let's click on schedule. This is, again, the trigger inside of Zapier. This is what makes everything else happen. This single button makes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With this one button, 11 things will happen. All right, we scheduled it. All right, we're here in Wealthbox. We clicked on the schedule meeting. We can see that Shohei Ohtani was created as an individual. His household was created. The actual meeting was created and was linked to his household. And then the opportunity was created. And then the spouse was also put in here and added to the household. Let's check out his household for a second just to see what shows up. So we are going to see that The Otani household is here, and we have Shohei as the head, and we have Mamiko as the spouse. And so we see that the intro meeting is scheduled here, linked to the household, and the opportunity is here as well. So if we go to the opportunity pipeline, let's see it. All right, so we see the opportunity is in the opportunity pipeline, of course, linked to the actual household. So let's check Google Drive. Oh, the Otani household is in our prospects as a folder, so you never have to think about creating a prospect folder ever again when someone schedules an intro meeting. And then let's go into Mailchimp and see if Shohei got added. And there we have it. Shohei has now been added to Mailchimp. So let's just go back to Zapier and recap. Shohei Otani scheduled. He was created as a prospect. His household was created. We added him to his household. We created a start and end time based on the start time that OnceHub gave us so that we could create the intro meeting inside of Wealthbox, linking Shohei Otani's household to it. Then we created the opportunity with the household link to it, added Shohei to Mailchimp. We created the prospect folder inside of Google Drive for you. It could be, again, any other Drive software where you have client and prospect folders. And then we added his spouse and added the spouse to the household. So if you're an LPL firm using OnceHub and Wealthbox, you got to reach out to us so we can build these types of automations out for you. These get super dynamic. We can do things for intro meeting and then discovery meeting, annual reviews, and many different actions can happen, not just limited to what you see here. So we look forward to meeting you, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope it helps you to build awesome automations. So we look forward to seeing you very soon. See ya.